Greetings! Today I'm Merry Meeples. We are looking at Freelancers, a Crossroads game from Plaid Games. A game by that person, art by those people. Flip this over. Freelancers, a Crossroads game. Dungeons and exactly one dragon. Congratulations, humanity is dead! The bad news is that all they left behind is their garbage and a broken gig economy. That's why we need freelancers like you, ready to take any job, no matter how loathsome. As a freelancer, you will delve into ruins, brave the wild, and slay the hordes of hideous creatures that litter the dark, forgotten corners of the world. All so you can gather loot and return home, ready to blow it all and start over again the next day. It's a lousy gig, so it's perfect for the likes of you. Freelancers condenses the fantasy RPG campaign experience into a single night of fun and mayhem. Create a character, roll funky dice, and blaze your way through multiple stories set in a world of magic, monsters, and murder. Better yet, no game master is required, as a magical companion app does all the storytelling for you. Immerse yourself in fully voiced, industry-leading audio as you play. Explore hundreds of branching paths in 5 highly replayable campaigns. Mix and match a multitude of species and jobs to build your own unique character. Pick up and play. Simple rules, low commitment, and no prep. From the award-winning studio behind Forgotten Waters and Dead of Winter. App required to play, 14 and up, 3 to 7 players, duration 90 plus minutes. Here's your contents. Actually, here are your contents. So you start with a rule book, but it says right here, stop! You don't have to read this rule book. Launch the app by going to freelancersgame.com and it will teach you as you play. But in case you want to look in the rulebook, let's have a gander. Object of the game, the app, the components. Look at all those. Game setup, beginning play, a location book round, planning phase, action phase, end of round phase, turning to a new page. Winning and losing, saving your game. Making skill checks, spending time, reducing risk, traveling on the map, resolving other game effects. A bunch of other stuff. Treasure cards, breaking ties, story cards, and pipes. Cheat sheet, credits, threat token effects. Here is the location book. I am not going to show you much, if at all anything, because it could ruin it for you. I'll just show you some of the artwork and what a page looks like. There you go. But just know there are a bunch of different things in there. I'm just leaving that in there because it's a nice sturdy thing for the location book. Now you'll see there is a bunch of stuff in here. First up, we have the different characters you can be. There's one. There's one. There's another. Let's grab a big old handful. Upside down, right side up, mostly right side up. One more. Then you have these trackers for each character, like so. This is a bag that contains, if I remember correctly, the threat tokens. We have not had a chance to play this yet. I've kind of glimpsed through the book and I've watched a playthrough. But you'll see this has a multitude of different, so the companion tokens, threat tokens with different sides. There's a companion, and a companion. So those go in there. You then have some of the jobs that don't require an extra board, like the bookkeeper who manages the location book. The game master who manages the app. The cartographer manages the map. Here are standees for all those player characters. Here are those funky dice. They have a pretty cool color assortment for these. As you can see, and a couple of sets. Alright, so we got wound tokens, I believe, or some form of heart token. Corruption token, I believe this is called. Luck token. Here are, I believe, called crisis tokens, maybe. Like I said, I watched the playthrough and kind of skimmed through the book. Supplies. All the different companions. Lock and lock. These might be the wounds because they're the bandages. Alright, let's just go through this deck really quick. So you'll see these have the characters on the back. And then these are all your companions. I'm not really going to show you many of the cards because I don't want to really ruin stuff for you. I will show you these because these, I believe, are all the same. It's just a sword. Oh, there's a couple swords. Here's a trident, a fork, a nickel staff, a fencing blade, a bone hammer, rusty tool, spear, and there we go. Now we get into the companions you can get throughout the game. Like I said, don't want to ruin too much for you. It's not like a legacy, but it is kind of the fun stuff of going through and finding it out on your own. So here are the different player sheets. So you have Mouser, Goblin, Elf, Hound, Dwarf, Stiltkin, Troll, Merfolk, Imp, and back to Mouser. So those are all your character options. And it comes with, it looks like, 2 copies of each. Maybe 3. And mouse. It's 3 copies. Then you have the different classes. So you have Warrior. And then a bunch of the backstory and the endings. Judge. Ranger. Paladin, Friar, Barbarian, Spell Sword, Pirate, Divorcee, Clam Digger, Gunslinger, Private Eye, Bard, Artificer, Thief, Disgraced Noble, Dung Farmer, come even more, Witch, Knight, Skin Changer, Gambler, Warrior, Bard, Ranger, Witch, Friar, Thief. Alright, these are a bunch of treasure cards you'll get. And here's some kind of, I think, story cards, stuff like that. Here's the scout board who manages time, risk, and threat. And this moves around. You sure you want to go there, mate? Grunko, son of Grung. There's that back. You have your medic board who manages the wounds. Don't be silly, it's only blood. The influencer. Whoever I likes least gets the smelliest eggs. Then you have the lookout who manages the enemy dials. And then you have your maps. So like here's map A. How to save your game. Map B, C, D, E, back to A. Alright, I know I didn't show you a ton of stuff, but again, this is a game I really think you need to grab for yourself and discover everything on your own like that. Alright, but I was the groom showing you this cool looking game. As you see me try and put it back how I had it. There we go, that there. Again, this was Freelancers from Plaid Hat Games. Hope you enjoyed.